roughing the member of the media is what's first up here. Very rare that you see a National Football League player charged with misdemeanor assault for something that happens on the field of play, and it was technically on the field but not in play. It was out of bounds, and then figuratively out of bounds as well, when Davante Adams shoved over a credentialed member of the media who did not see him coming, and Adams didn't see the other guy coming, and he got in Adams' way just after the loss to the Chiefs, in which Adams thought he had a game potentially a game-altering and result-altering third down catch, incomplete, and then he runs into his colleague, or his colleague runs into him in Hunter Renfrow, and we all thought that that would be the collision involving Davante Adams that we'd be talking about for quite some time in their bye week, since that fourth down play went nowhere because of that collision. And then Davante Adams, you can't say collided with this member of the media. The member of the media got in his way, and he shoved him over with a two-hand shove. And today, this credentialed member of the media, I guess, is getting what he was looking for, which is a misdemeanor assault charge from Kansas City authorities on one of the best players in the game and one of the best people in the game, in Davante Adams. You can't shove a member of the media over. You can't do it, and the NFL should take care of this business. And I think they will. I think Davante Adams is going to get a game suspension when he comes back from his bye week. He's going to have an extra week off, which is a problem for the Raiders at 1-4. And Adams apologized to the guy on Twitter and then said something at his locker after the game. I have no idea if the guy has heard from Davante Adams or not. I imagine he will now, if he already hasn't, or at least he'll take his call now. The member of the media, who is a freelancer, apparently, for Monday Night Football for ESPN, claiming to the authorities in Kansas City that suffered whiplash and also a minor concussion, which I don't know what that means. As we all know, either your brain is slammed against the side of your head or it has not. I will just say this. I think the league should suspend him for a game, but criminal charges is something that I hope we can avoid.
Yeah.
And if Davante Adams needs anybody to help petition the court to talk about his character and moral character and who he is as a person, I will provide that document and that testimony. Because this guy does not deserve criminal charges on his record. And I'm just assuming he'll call up and we'll figure something out and this will get expunged. But he can't do it, and let the NFL handle this thing. I guess if you're shoved over, you want your figurative pound of flesh. But
do you really think he should be suspended a game? Or
yes, you cannot shove the credentialed member of the media over. You can't do that. Period. End of story. It doesn't matter if you're a freelancer. It doesn't matter anything. Correct. Doesn't matter if you're Joe Buck or you're the guy who's running after the Steadicam operator, so you could remove that heavy piece of help remove that heavy piece of equipment from your colleague with your stand, which is what he was running or walking. And then the NFL will have to take a look at yet another loophole that they didn't see coming, or maybe they can rope off the tunnel area.
Maybe
these older stadiums. I mean, there's usually 4 tunnels. There's one for each team because it leads to the locker room. You rope it off until every player is off. Is that what you have to do? Usually there are, some folks there helping direct traffic, but this dude was walking with his head down in his stand, and here comes Davante Adams, who can't shove the guy over.
The ultimate, wrong place, wrong time. Yeah.
No, Rich, I was asking this pre-show, do you think there's like a Jimmy Johnson thing here where, Jimmy Johnson always said different guys have different rules. If Troy Aikman does something, it's one thing. Number 53 on the roster. Got Davante Adams, who has no history of doing anything like this.
This is so out of character for him.
There's even a video on Twitter where someone was like, this is really Davante. He knocked the guy down as a member of the Packers. Ran over, picked him up, put his hat back on, and made sure he was okay. So do you feel like there might be an instance where it's like this guy has no instance of this, or is it just like no?
I would say that for the authorities that have charged him, But if you're the NFL and you've got credentials members of the media just doing their job and you happen to cross paths at the wrong time with somebody and that person gets shoved over by a member of the National Football League, you have to do something about that, no matter who it is. And I love this guy. I love him. And I'm more than happy to give a testimonial to whatever authority that might actually put something on a criminal record for him to say this guy doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.